So boom, you want a Demon 170. You want that 1,025 horsepower monster, right? The most powerful Dodge that Dodge has ever produced, the most powerful Hellcat Demon engine that's ever been produced, probably the most powerful American car that's ever been produced. You want that. But you don't want to pay $100,000 for it, or $150,000, or $250,000 for a Challenger Demon 170. Well, Dodge has got you covered, because now they're going to let you buy the engine, just the Dodge Challenger Demon 170 crate engine for $28,000. So for $28,000, you can have the most powerful engine known to man, and you can swap it in any car you want. Put it in a Charger, put it in a Challenger, put it in a Chrysler 300, put it in a Ram, put it in whatever you want. For $28,000, it's yours. Dodge is thinking, man. Dodge has got you covered, man. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. Let me dim the lights a little bit, set the mood, you know what I mean? It's your boy Knockout 360, car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel, man. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around, because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So boom, a lot of people want the most powerful Hellcat / Demon engine known to man, right? Which is the Demon 170. The Dodge Challenger Demon 170, which you know like I know is 1,025 horsepower. The only problem with that is it's still a Challenger. If you've ever driven a Challenger, the Demon 170 is just like every other Challenger that's ever been produced. Let's just keep it 100 here. Exterior wise, it looks like every other Challenger that's ever been produced. Interior wise, it looks like every other Challenger that's ever been produced, with the exception of the badges. So instead of Hellcat badges or Scat Pack badges or RT badges, it'll say Demon 170. You'll have Demon 170 on the outside and you have Demon 170 on the inside. You know what I'm saying? The Uconnect system is the exact same. The cluster in front is the exact same. Literally nothing has changed from 2015 Hellcat Challenger to 2023 Dodge Demon 170 Challenger. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are thrown off at that and the fact that some of these cars are going for $250,000 too. So if you are a financially responsible and conscious man, a lot of people have an issue paying $250,000 for a Challenger. You know, they'll pay $250,000 for a Lambo, they'll pay $250,000 for a McLaren, AMG fully loaded, BMW competition fully loaded. They're not going to pay $250,000 for a Challenger, right? Because at the end of the day, what makes that Challenger special is the engine. Dodge knows that, and they're offering the option to you. Long story short, Dodge Challenger Demon crate engine can now be purchased for $28,000. So Direct Connection will soon be selling the 1,025 horsepower monster, right? The biggest engine that's ever been produced by Dodge, ethanol fueled production car, for $28,000. Specifically, it'll be $27,695, which is basically $28,000. That is what? That's kind of like a brand new Honda Civic right there, if I'm not mistaken, right? A brand new Honda right there. You're getting an engine for the price of a brand new Honda. The engine is actually called the Elephant C170. Fully assembled, it'll be available next year for $27,695. Let's see here. What makes this special? A tank full of E85 gasoline, 6.2 liter V8. You already know that, like I know that. They only produced in the 3,000. Well, the Challenger itself will only produced in the amount of 3,000. So what makes this engine special? The C170 long block comes with a 3.0 liter supercharger, improved intercooler, along with a larger snout, bigger pulley for more boost. 105 millimeter throttle body. That's 105 millimeter throttle body. New housing, blade, shaft, and gear train. Yeah, for $27,000, you can have the most powerful engine known to man. So for reference, in the past, the Demon engine, the 3.0 liter supercharged Demon engine at this point is around 17,000, right? That's the 840 horsepower version. Let's see here. The original 6.2 liter Hellcat engine is going to run you about 15,000, right? 6.2 liter. And then the red eye is going to be somewhere in between that. So somewhere in between 18,000 or 19,000 with the Demon, and then 15,000 with the 6.2 liter standard Hellcat, right? So that's where the red eye is. So from 15 to 18, Those are your crate engines. And then $28,000 is going to get you the Demon 170. So I'll be honest with you, man. Like, if money was no option, go out and get the Demon 170. You know what I'm saying? If you got $250,000 just laying around the house, go ahead and get the Demon 170 and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Don't even bother swapping it, putting it into a different body, crate engines, all that stuff. Go ahead and get what you want. But if you're like me and money is a topic of concern, not to mention you've seen the Challenger since 2015 and nothing really impresses you about it. I've seen the Demon 170 up close and it really just looks like any other Challenger that you've ever seen. It looks just like a Demon with a slim body front end and a wide body rear end. Everything else is the same. So in my mind, I couldn't imagine paying a house, literally a house, for a Challenger Demon 170. You know what I'm saying? Now, the engine itself, that's a different story. $28,000. If you ask me, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't want to say it sounds reasonable because you're still paying almost $30,000 for just an engine. You can't drive an engine. An engine's not going to get you from back and forth from A to B. But $28,000 for the most powerful Demon engine that's ever been produced, that's not the worst price that I've ever seen, right? I mean, to go from $250,000 from paying for the housing or the shell of a Challenger to $28,000 having the engine and the core components, and all you got to do is find out what body style you really want to put it in, and then obviously, you know, the drivetrain, the wheels, so on and so forth. That's not the worst price in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not the worst price in the world. Like, Dodge really didn't do a bad job as far as the pricing is concerned. $27,000, like you can really drop that in whatever type of body you want. Obviously, you see 300s, hella 300s. I've seen old school SRT8 Chargers with Hellcat engines. What else have I seen? I've seen weird stuff, man. I think I've seen a Dodge Neon with the Hellcat engine. Obviously you see these engines getting dropped into like Jeeps and Durangos, Hellcat Rams. I've seen what have I seen? I've seen some pretty crazy stuff, man, off the top of my head. Some weird stuff where people would just drop a Hellcat engine. I saw a Hellcat engine in a BMW, believe it or not, one time online. Somebody sent me that, a Hellcat engine in a BMW, powered by a Hellcat engine. So you can do a lot with these crate engines. You know what I'm saying? To my understanding, I'm not a mechanic, but it seems like they're pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Like universal as far as the fitment is concerned. You know, when it comes to a body, I guess you would just have to, you know, cut where you need to cut, make the correct modifications and adjustments so that the engine actually fits in the body. But I mean, a lot of people drop these engines in whatever body style they want. Let's just be real here, especially Chrysler through and through. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, guys, I mean, you know, this is not a bad option here. Direct Connection is going to be offering this engine crate, or this crate engine, at the beginning of the year. So 2024, you should be able to go ahead and start putting in orders for your Demon 170, because let's be real here. A lot of people are not sold on paying $250,000 for essentially a Challenger. Regardless of how powerful it is, it's still a Challenger. So people would rather just give me the engine and I'll put it in what I want and we'll go from there, right? So to go from $250,000, and the reason I'm saying $250 is because that's the market adjustment that dealerships are going to charge you. MSRP is $100,000. You're not going to find these cars anywhere close to $100,000. You may get it at $170 at the closest, but most dealerships are charging $200 plus. So to go from $250 to $27,000 just for the engine, it's not bad at all. And Direct Connection is going to be offering this at the beginning of the year, so I would assume you'll be able to go through their website or go through your local Dodge dealership and put an order in, and they'll get you taken care of, man. You know, get you a Demon 170 crate engine. So, you know, you'll be saving what, $20,000 almost, $230,000. You know what I'm saying? Going from $250 to $27,000. So it's not bad at all. Not a bad job at all, if you ask me. That's not a bad price for an engine. Talk to me. Obviously, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know exactly what engine crates costing nowadays, but for a 1,000 horsepower engine, $28,000 doesn't sound that bad. But then again, that's just me. Talk to me. How do you feel about it? As always, guys, like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Knockout 360. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.